So now we're going to do a bit of work on the neck. And this is a technique that I kind of worked out to help some of the female students that I've had recently be able to do a really detailed, effective neck massage. It can be one of those areas that can be, again, like the feet, quite difficult to get into. And yeah, this way can make it so that no matter how strong your hands are, you can pretty much do most of the things you need to give this really effective treatment. Now, one thing you want to do here is make sure that your patient's chin is tucked. So if it's me and I'm face down, what happens on the table, I'll stand side on, is often you're laying here like that, chin's up. You want to have your chin like this because, as I said earlier, I never apply pressure onto the back of the neck here. So you want to try and avoid having that curve in the back of the neck here. So Lee, can I get you to make sure your chin's nice and it looks pretty good already, tucked like that, and then you'll be safe. Throughout this whole particular neck treatment, no downward pressure. It's working horizontally. So you're pulling either towards the middle, like so, or pushing towards the middle on a horizontal plane. So here what you're doing is, you can hear the vertebra, spinous processes going up the neck, and you've got a lot of muscles around the neck. I'm not going to name them all because it's unnecessary, but you're pulling these muscles onto the bones of the neck that are here, and you'll feel you're kind of doing what's called cross fiber techniques. So here you're going across the grain. So far we've gone kind of with the grain, but now we're going to go across. Starting at the base of the neck, you're pulling these muscles towards the neck. And even when you're getting up to the top, because you're moving, you're getting, I guess, onto the spinous process, and it might look like you're pushing downwards. There will be a little bit of downward force, but because you're trying so much to pull on this horizontally, you'll really avoid, and keep moving, you're always moving, don't stop. You'll see that you'll really avoid that downward pressure onto the back of the spine here. Such an incredible way to treat the neck. Like, it takes no effort. And you're just going to be moving, so you're just moving through it. So far we haven't used our thumbs much, as you've seen, we've just been using hands and fists and stuff. You've seen me use my thumbs, you've probably never seen me wiggle my thumb. I'm not going to show you ever how to wiggle your thumb. If I'm wiggling my thumb at any point, then point it out to me, or know that he's making a mistake. We all make mistakes. But I'm using my thumbs, but I'm moving my hand like this. Right. Or I'm moving my body, maybe even. Right. Here I was moving my hand. I made a tool. This is the tool. Pulling that through. I'm not doing this. Avoid doing any kneading thing. You're not making bread or kneading some dough here. You are. You're massaging muscles and all those other techniques. You lose control over the tissues when you're using these sort of things. This gives you way more perfect precision at treating the body. So far we've done more this area of the neck, sort of being quite medial, so more towards the middle of the neck. You can also go very lateral, and out here you've got all sorts of muscles again. I'm not going to go over them and talk about them because that might be distracting. All I want to say is don't go past the ear. You get to the ear here, you can treat, definitely you can, once you get comfortable and you know how to treat areas, you can reach over the front and you get this muscle here called the sternocleidomastoid. You've got the scalenes on the side here. You've got, you've got heaps of muscles here. So many muscles in the neck. Also muscles that come from up here that are attached into the neck that you'll be addressing. And so just don't go too far because you don't want to be choking people, because here you can go quite strongly. When you reach over towards the front, you're going to be softening up. You can't go as strongly because it'll feel like you're choking someone. But that's why you're staying very much on the side to the back of the neck here, because here you can actually do some stronger types of moves. And here I'm, as little pressure as I'm applying, I can tell this is very uncomfortable for Lee. His neck's so locked up. This is so incredibly beneficial for him right now. But yeah, you don't have to do it like I'm doing it here. If we're sticking more to what we were doing before, and I didn't get caught up in my natural style of treatment, then we'd just be doing more repetitive kind of strokes that aren't very deep. But you've seen me do it now, so don't hesitate to experiment and explore. Even here, that might look like I'm putting pressure on the neck. I'm not though. I'm getting here and I'm dragging up this way. And we can also do head massages with the patient face down. Just don't push their face in the face hole because that can already be quite uncomfortable. But this can also be a very good way to just start a head massage or start getting tension out of the head. I usually do this when they're face up, or supine, it's also called. But head massages also can be very sedating, but also very good at getting tensions out of other areas of the body, helping calm the mind. It can have a whole lot of fantastic purposes in a massage. It can make someone less jumpy and kind of, just ground and calm someone down more on the table. So we'll get into those sort of things as well as we go on. And you don't have to do this for long. You could do 1 minute, and that's heaps for a head massage. It's fantastic. Okay. All right, can I get you to hop over for me, brother? How you feeling?
Yeah, great.
Nice.